So we're in Leicestershire today. This rat problem's been going on so long that the client can't remember how long ago it started. So let's see how we're going to solve this problem.
So first of all, we've already been from that pipe all the way that way underneath this extension, and that's where all the issues are. And we've gone all that way.
Bad work.
And there's a built-over manhole there, and we couldn't get around it. So we've got this here, which I know is attached to that manhole.
Well, I mean, it's extremely ratty. So, in fact, that's a better place to look.
Yeah,
look.
you can see how polished it is.
Look at that's where its bum sits, and it waits for a nice poop. What the hell?
There's flipping fly keeps going in my ear.
Right, so you can see there where the rats have been sitting. Literally, that's bone dry. That bit.
I mean,
there's a rat in here 10 minutes ago.
I mean, just from looking at that, I can tell you that's not in use anymore.
That one there.
Look at that. Can you see?
You can see there, right there. Can you pick it up as well?
Lower the brightness on your torch.
You can see 3 thumbprints, 3 fingerprints looking a line there. Can you see them?
No, I think the viewers will get the point.
Yeah, we've got some little droppings here. That's been used as well by the rats. Look
how black it's gone from the rats going in and out of it.
And I think, let me just put my head down here.
I'll bet you any money one of those on the left are redundant underneath the extension. Yeah. I bet you any money.
And this is a case where it's they're detached houses. They're extremely old houses as well, especially this one and the neighbour's one. But this is a prime example that the neighbours are having problems around the garden. Our client's having problems in the extension. Neither of them are having problems in the really old house. Talking, these are old houses. So yeah, it's always the modern stuff. Not always.
And you know why? The reason why they're not in the rest of the house, because it's probably 200-year-old plus, is because they don't have any cavities. So that tells you that, right, if the rats are going underneath the house and they're only getting into the bit of the cavity, it says that the problem is got to be related to that new building work, because it wasn't a problem before this part was ever built.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one way of trying to work that out. But yeah,
it's going to be an interesting one though, I think, but let's hope it doesn't take too long, because we've got 1,000,001 things to do today. This may be of interest to you. Bottom of the screen there, see those little grey balls? Well, this is on the pipe that we're in now, going down towards the main sewer, and I think they might actually be little bits of someone's wall insulation. Can you see them? I'll try and point one out. Oh, try and hold the camera as well. Yeah, you can see like little grey balls on the bottom of the pipe. So how did they get there? And there we go then.
Wow.
So we're
I'm actually making it better to see somehow.
Oh yeah, you can see all the gravel behind it. Look, that's probably the concrete that the customer's been pouring down the holes when they've appeared over the years.
Yeah, that stuff there.
Yeah, and it's like, and see how polished it is. All them stones are really polished in there.
Oh, that's a great picture there. Look at that. Yeah. That's rats been getting out of there ever since this extension was built.
I can't understand what's going on there.
There's literally a hole going. It's a Y. Ah, no, it's you know what that is? I've just worked out what it is. You can actually make out the metal in there. That is a 110mm coupler that has Jubilee clips around it that you screw up to tighten. And what you can see there is somehow, I don't even know how that's possible, that's got bent, cracked this pipe that was carrying on this way, and somehow the rats have got out.
I've got a feeling that's a wall I can see there.
It does look like a brick.
Can you see a straight edge?
Yeah, I can.
In the background, I can't really get any. I don't know we'll get underneath that.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I reckon a good shunt it might.
Well, the thing is, I don't want to dislodge that.
Yeah, because the rocks ain't going to fall in at the moment.
Looks like I'm bending it over, look.
Yeah, because that's going to be quite tough rubber now. It's been under there for ages.
We'll try with a smaller camera. The truth of the matter is, you've always got to go the extra yard, right? So if you have someone, they come out and they go, oh, there's your problem, that's it, boom, 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 we're going to solve your problem. Number one, don't get it fixed, okay, until you know the rats have gone. That's why we use rat flaps. And we only use one rat flap, as you know, as you've watched all our videos. But you can try it if you want, try it with any other flap, and yeah, you'll still have rats at the end of the day. They might work for a short period of time, but the rats will soon work out how to get their nosy underneath them and straight in, as you can see on loads of our other videos. So yeah, we'll get the smaller camera in there, and then we'll check every other pipe.
Because I don't think that's the only problem. I think that we're going to see problems on that one, that one,
Well, the rats
and
are
that
using
one.
them all, aren't they?
Yeah, and
The rats are using
they're
every one of
bone
them.
dry.
Yeah, and lo and behold, what I was just saying about you've got to check every single pipe and every entrance and possibility into a house to give someone a rat-free lifetime money-back guarantee. Look,
Literally
2
seconds later,
that's up the
literally.
next pipe.
I bet if you carry on going forwards, you can see all that trodden down soil on the bottom of the
there's
screen.
another break.
Ah, look, it's a capped off pipe that's probably got a hole at the end of it.
Let's have a look.
It's
Oh, no,
concrete.
it's still
It's still capped
capped. But it doesn't
amazingly.
matter, does it? Because you got them 2 breaks before it.
If you come back, was there any other pipes coming into it?
No.
That's nothing coming in. Come back some more.
You can see all that gravel and bits of pipe there.
They've definitely been going up there to like nest and stuff and keep out the water.
We found another problem on the next pipe as well. Yeah, so there's a bit of pipe there. See that bit on the bottom?
Yeah.
I think that's a piece of pipe that's come down from further along.
You can see how flat and trodden down that is, and that's like telltale signs that rats are using that on a daily basis.
And what we got here?
It's an old pipe, that is. It's all collapsed, look. So,
Collapsed as well.
yeah, that's
Okay, so that's pipe number 2. So 3 pipes tested so far. 3 pipes where the rats are getting out. So when we pull up on a house, quite often we'll see little telltale signs like this, little tiny telltale signs. That has dropped because of that. So when the rats have been digging out underneath the bricks, basically that gets washed back into the sewer and goes down the pipe, and there's nothing to support them, so they start dropping over time. 4th pipe out of 4, yet again another issue. So that one's all full of gravel. We don't really need to see much further up that, but that's all gravel,
yeah, it's all
gravel. Yeah, I mean, we've seen enough evidence up here because of all the bits of gravel in there.
it literally goes for like 7 meters full of gravel, and a way you can tell that that is obviously only being used by rats. It's not being used by sewage or rainwater. Is the fact that there's so much soil in it. If it was getting rainwater in it, all you would see is gravel, not soil and gravel.
Yeah, so that's 4 for 4 so far.
Yeah.
2 more pipes to go up.
We've got these last 2 to go up.
Yeah.
We've blocked that one off because it's completely redundant. I'm going to double check that again, and then we're probably going to block that one off also.
The top of it, and half the time it gets forgotten. See there?
Oh yeah.
Fifth pipe out of 5. Lo and behold. I don't know whether I'll get the camera right up to it. It might do.
You know what that looks like? An old pipe that's like, I don't think it's going to go. It's going into it. It's an old. It looks like a pipe that's coming in like a Y bend, but it looks like it's been either gone under your house and just left open, and the rats have dragged stuff into it to make a nest in it, or it was always redundant and someone just put a bag in the end of it.
That's the usual, isn't it? The old
bag in the end trick.
bag in the end trick, and then I'll come back and concrete it up later, and then they forget. You know, I'd love to get a bit closer to that. There you go. I've just gone past it. There we go.
Oh wow, look, you can see it's all been chewed to pieces. That actually is just a hole that's in the side of the pipe. It actually isn't a pipe. Can you see the soil around it?
Yeah.
It's just a crack in the pipe that they've filled up with bags.
Yeah. In fact, it looks like a break now when I'm closer to
you
it.
can see the edge of it there.
So that's 5 for 5. Oh,
You know
I
what
know what's happening there.
Yeah. Well, we've seen enough on that.
Yeah, 5 for 5. Just had 1 more to go now. Okay, we was just talking to the neighbour, and he was saying to us how he puts rodenticide poison up in this guttering, and they just seem to be non-stop, and they keep on taking all the rodenticide, and then they come back. You know that story in your house as well, don't you? Well, all the way along this pipe I'm going up, I could see what I thought was sunlight, and I was like, that's a bit weird. But so it turns out this pipe, right, this joins to his guttering.
Oh, you can. I bet if you turn the brightness down on the screen, if you turn the brightness down on the camera head,
well, you can see. Oh, that's my marks I've put on there.
if you turn that one there, yeah. If you turn the brightness down and there,
Yeah, there's the sunlight.
So the torch is all off on the end of the camera now, and that's sunlight. So
Yeah.
that's how they've been getting out onto his roof. They've been getting up that pipe, haven't they?
So, do rats come up drain pipes?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, but only in very, very rare occasions. Okay, we're inside the client's house now, after a lovely cup of tea that we've just been made. Very nice. Take note, other customers. And look, so this is that major problem that we found first, and this is the other
side,
direction.
yeah.
So, can we see?
You can see how clear it is now. Yeah.
That's all that bent somehow at the
Yeah,
top, hasn't it?
you know
I don't
what?
Well, look,
That
we can see
does.
there. That's perfect, isn't it? I
Yeah,
don't wanna
get
touch
that poo. But you can
But-
see all the pea shingle that it was laid in originally, and you can see how it's all washed away, and the rats have done all that damage.
Yeah, and it's perfectly clean, isn't it? There, look at that.
I know exactly what's happened there. Instead of cutting it with an angle grinder, he's tried to sort of chip pieces off with a hammer, and all it's done is send cracks down that pipe.
And is that one of them rubber?
Yeah, it's one of those
boxes?
rubber couplers, and what he's done, you can see how that's been tightened on, but all the cracks are in front of it, so that tells me that I'm right in thinking that.
Right, we've got 2 more pipes to go up. So this problem all started down here as far as our clients were concerned, and the neighbours as well. I mean, you can see down there, they've all down there, it's all really trodden down. It's not fluffy soil like you see in a garden. There's concrete down there that's been poured in holes. A bit further along, so you can see the concrete there, look. Yeah, so that's all been concreted in the past.
And they've dug a hole through the middle of it by the looks of
Well,
things.
wouldn't surprise me, because I'll come through it before it sets. That's another lump of concrete that's been poured in, and then there was all this concreting done here. But the truth of the matter is, it doesn't stop the rats, does it? It doesn't stop the rats. So I mean, we've just found another hole over there as well on another person's property. So what we need to do now is let the rats back through the system, back through the flaps. And if you want a rat flap, you know where to get it. But if you've got a problem that no one else can get rid of, perhaps you need a rat-free lifetime guarantee off the Pest Interceptors.
That's crazy. Now we was just up there looking down, and now we can see it a lot clearer. Look at that massive hole that the rats have made.
You've got to look everywhere. Rats have been coming out of there as well, I think.
And this is miles away from our customer.
Yeah, but this wall, this ancient wall, is connected to the next door neighbours of our clients. So you've got to look absolutely everywhere.